We're talking Him 2025, the football, horror, mystery, demonic, everything you want to throw in here movie. This is starring Marlon Wayans, who I was really looking forward to, and Tyreek Withers, who I'm a fan of. He's a great up-and-coming actor, in my opinion. I think he's been really good, and I think he performs well here. It's directed by Justin Tipping, who you may know from Kicks. That's the only movie I've seen that he's done, which I thought was decent. But this is Jordan Peele produced. This is not Jordan Peele directed. This is not Jordan Peele written. So you can see his name on any trailer you want to. His fingerprints are really off this movie, and I will jump into that in a little bit. But it's your boy Flyknit J. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that sub button, and without further ado, let's jump into it. So Him is one of the weirdest, most all over the place, narratively bad movies I've seen in a while. Like I'm thinking like I called Scotty after this and I said, hey man, like this, don't go watch this. Like I don't tell people, I always say, go watch the movie and then we'll talk about it. My co-host, I was like, look, bro, don't even waste your time with this because it's so crazy. But we'll jump into why. So Him stars again, Tyreek Withers. He's up and coming football player by the name of Cameron Cade. And as a kid, he loves football growing up with his dad. That's their thing. He's watching Isaiah White, who's played Marlon Wayans on TV, who suffers this gruesome injury. And Tyreek Withers' dad is like, hey, like, son, this is sacrifice. This is no guts, no glory. You know, you see this right now, which now they wouldn't really show an injury on TV, but that's what they do. They're like, hey, this is what it takes. So he grows up being this great football player, goes to high school, goes to college, does all that. It's time for the draft. While being prepared for the draft, he gets attacked. I guess he gets attacked. They kind of show it in a weird way, but he has this, you see the stitches on his head, and they show that, and he gets attacked, and obviously he gets a concussion, and certain things come where he can't perform at the combine. He can't do that. His draft stock is falling. People are like, hey, man, is the injury long-term? Is it serious? He's seeing things. A lot of weird things are happening. So it's a bailout call. His agent says, hey, Isaiah White wants you to come train with him. You grew up. You were a big fan of his. And hey, man, this is your opportunity to really prove to your hometown team, who I'm guessing in this movie has a early draft pick, that, hey, this is your chance to prove to them that, hey, like, you have what it takes and you can be the next guy after Isaiah White steps away, because he's contemplating retirement. So he's like, hey, it's everything I wanted. I'm gonna take this opportunity and go do it. And the movie kind of goes from there. So Tyreek Withers goes to this compound, and the weirdness starts here. And this is one of the things I want to say, and I'll touch on Jordan Peele for a little bit, then I'll get a little more into this movie. Jordan Peele has made a name for having these fun while having weird aspects and kind of horror elements, or straight up horror at times. Like, he knows how to blend his movies. He knows how to do it in a way where, like, they're fun and you're like, oh, I'm having a great time, but like, what's going on over there? Okay, well, forget about that. We're having a great time, and what's happening there? And then you get deeper and deeper, and you get this reveal, and you're like, oh, okay, this is really what's going on. Especially you talk about like Get Out and things like that. Like, Justin Tipping, he feels like a fan of Jordan Peele, like a fanboy, where he saw a couple Jordan Peele movies and he's like, oh, like, okay, I want to make something like that. But he doesn't really know how to do that. Like, the weird stuff, this movie is mostly weird. It's not scary. It's not horror. Like, the horror really elements aren't there. There's some fun times where he really lets these characters act, but it's just in this weird world. And we start that when we get to this compound that Marlon Wayans, because this ain't a house. This is a freaking compound where I don't even know how you get out of here. But goes there, and he has these fans sitting outside of Isaiah White's house. His fans are there, and they're just like culted. Like, we get it. Fans are crazy. I cover college football. I know how crazy fans are. I'm one of them sometimes, but not to this level, because Isaiah White, he lives in the middle of the desert. Like, I live in Arizona. I think he's here. And like, I'm like, one, like, they're just sitting outside his house for whatever given time. Like, they're just always out there waiting for him to come home and leave. Like, if this was a normal neighborhood, I would get it. If he lived in a city, I would get it. Like, they wouldn't even be able to survive out there. Like, it's so crazy. And these fans, like, when they see Cameron Cade show up and it's not Isaiah West, they spit on his window. They're like, hey, we don't want you. We want the GOAT. So starts weird right there. He goes into his house, and they end up meeting. And I will say this: Marlon Wayans and Tyreek Withers, obviously Tyreek Withers is coming up. I think they're fun when they're together in this movie. I think they're really good when they're together. And I think when they act and they do these football scenes out, like, it's interesting to watch. Now, that might be 5 minutes of the film, like, where they're good together. But I think they have some chemistry, and I think they work pretty well together. Problem being, this movie does not focus on football. It more focuses on the surrounding things of football. And I think this movie does this in such a weird way. Like, I don't know if this is dystopian, like, kind of world. It kind of feels that way. The way the football stuff is, it's not how that would actually happen. The way they train, you saw it in the trailer, like, they'll put people's lives in danger, which, if they just sat here and said, hey, want to make a football movie, want to have weird elements in the bag, which a Jordan Peele movie I feel like would more so do, I think it would have worked because at times that is good parts. At times, like let's say, like, hey, Tyreek Withers, you need to do this correct, or somebody's going to pay the price to get hurt from that. You see that in the trailer? I think that's fine. I don't mind those scenes. Did they push them a little too far? In my opinion, yes, because you get to the one point where you're having a guy getting an 80-mile-an-hour ball thrown in his face and breaking his nose and knocking his teeth out, which who would do that? I don't know, but people love Isaiah White so much that I guess they'll do it. But also, too, you have the point where people are getting a concussion and they're out here like this dude's in training camp getting ready for the draft. Why do they have him out here in a helmet, fucking going helmet to helmet with some guys? It's like, dude, you're gonna get him a concussion, another concussion before he even gets drafted. Like, it's not even safe in the realm of football. But again, it's not a football movie, or it's really not. It's supposed to be, but it's not. So those elements are weird. But I think if they stuck to the point of like Cameron Cade wants to be the GOAT. This is his thing. He wants to be him. He wants to be the GOAT. The movie's called Him. Like, I got that part. And Isaiah White is gonna push him hard to see if he's that guy. He's gonna push him and he's gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna be on your ass day after day, and let's see if you really want this. What are you willing to sacrifice to get everything you want?" And that's kind of what this movie should be hanging its hat on. And I think those parts are cool. And if they did more of that, I would have been rocking with it. But it really doesn't. Like, you kind of go through chapters and they have the different names. I don't remember where they are, so I'm sorry, I can't tell you. Somebody in the comments, please help me out. But they do that, but it's just like it's a little bit of football and it's a lot of like weird, like like let me talk about this compound for a sec. First of all, when people just disappear in here, and when they're training, there's a ton of people in here just hanging out. When training's done, Tyreek Withers goes to recover, and it's like a ghost town in there. Isaiah White's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go watch film." What that mean? I don't know, but I'm gonna go watch film real quick. I'm gonna go to my room, and you'll just never see me until the next time we train. Okay. And he's sitting around, he's in the ice bath or he's in the sauna and he's hanging out, and it's just like weird imagery. You also have this thing where his trainer, where he's helping him kind of recover and get better. He's supposed to be the best at what he does. And I think they have some decent moments there, but he also is just injecting him with stuff. And like, it's like, okay, this is going to go to mean something later. And what it goes to mean does not, does not explain all the stuff he's kind of doing, but sure. Anyway, yeah, it should go some later, but it's just like it's just these weird interactions, and his director kind of clouding these actors with so much weird imagery and people acting crazy that he's really not having them a chance to act. I mean, Julia Fox is in here. She does not look like Julia Fox. She looks crazy like everything else in this movie, but she looks crazy, and she has this point of like, oh, like, hey, I really like you, and we wanted to groom you and help you get to where you want to get to, but it's also like I'm gonna do that in the weirdest way, and I'm just gonna bring naked women around and hang out with you, and we'll have some level of orgy. They don't really have an orgy, but might as well. But like, it's just like this weird, like, it's just a bunch of weird shit, man. I don't know how to really talk about this movie. Like, you have that, and like, this stuff, like, really, and I'll spoil it in a little bit because I kind of had to explain it, but the horror is not a horror movie. The elements aren't there. There's no jump scares. There's nothing really there for horror other than some weird imagery. It's not like a demonic cult movie. Like, those elements are there, but also it's just an image here or there. It's not a football movie. We spend so little time like playing football that it's like, okay, like those scenes, I think they're some of the strongest in the movie, but they're nothing they're not memorable. They're nothing that's like crazy. This is not like a mentor mentee movie where it's like, hey, I'm bringing you up. Like, you get the most of that. And I think these two actors are good together when you do that, but they also are just shadowed by weird stuff. I mean, again, Marlon Wayans, he's great at acting crazy. Like, he does a lot in this movie where he acts crazy, and it's like, okay, like, now he's coming out. Now he's acting. Tyreek Withers, he's an up-and-coming actor. He's getting there. He can't quite keep up with Marlon Wayans yet, but they have some good times together where he's, what do you want? You want this? I'll give you whatever you want if you are able to do these things. And like, he's really challenging him. And I think the movie really made a mistake by not getting into that. Outside of that, man, and this movie's short too, and I feel like if you cut out half of these scenes, it wouldn't change anything. Like, and that's the problem. These scenes really don't mean much. And I guess I gotta hop into spoiler territory in a minute, but because it just gets it's so outrageous. But I will say this: Justin Tipping, he's got to do some work. He needs to hang out with Jordan Peele more. I don't know. Maybe he needs a him with Jordan Peele. He needs to hang out with him more and learn his style if he's going to try to copy what he does, because it really feels like a fanboy-ish thing type thing here. Marlon Wayans, I think he's fine. I think he's really good when they're not making him act too crazy. I think he's fine. I think he's fun. They make him do some weird scenes. Like there's a scene where with a gun where he's pointing it at Tyreek Withers' face and he's pointing it at his head, and he's just like, oh, after that, hey, let's go hang out. Let's be boys. And it's like, what? Why is that even there? But outside of that, like I think he's good. Tyreek Withers, he's up and coming. I really like him. I know what you did last summer, Atlanta. I think he's been good in those. I think here he's good as well. And I mean, handsome guy, young guy, like he fits the mold of what the character of this movie. Like you can see it, like why they picked him, and he kind of fits that. But it's a lot of him just reacting to off the wall stuff, and then they do stuff where they dilate his eyes and they make him see these weird imagery. And again, it's so getting away from letting him act, and when he does act, he's good. So I like him in this. But overall, man, this movie, it's so you kind of have to see it, and I don't want to recommend this to anybody because I feel like you're wasting your money. Like I don't know, you find other ways to watch this movie, but it's just so crazy that it's hard to describe somebody without them seeing it and talking about it. But overall, man, this is a complete strikeout, man. This is like I didn't have a high level expectation, and I'm gonna jump into spoiler territory in a minute. I didn't have a high expectation for this movie, and it still was like, what was that? I remember I left the theater, and this guy, like, he saw me walk out, and of course go to the bathroom after the theater because he's been sitting there forever for 2 hours. And I wash my hands, and he comes in and he's like, hey, like, what'd you think? And I was like, man, that's one of the worst movies I've seen this year. And he just bust out laughing because he knew what he asked me. He knew I was like, that's some bullshit. But man, it's dumb. Man. It's a strike on our scale. It's not worth paying for. I don't even know if this is worth seeing. But I mean, if you're gonna watch it, please watch the review and let me know. Let me know what you thought. If you've seen it, let me know in the comments. Let's jump into spoiler territory because how crazy this movie is. First of all, okay, so this world that they set up, this goat thing, this goat complex is him. This is not something you work for. I guess in a way you do, but this is not something this is something that is chosen for you in this world. And it's so stupid, man. This is something that's chosen for you, and it is a lineage that is passed down by blood, like literally by blood. They take the blood of the best player in the NFL or whatever league this is, and they give it to the next guy. They give it to the next guy, and Isaiah White, he has this. He's the GOAT. Now they have to determine if he is going to pass it down to Tyreek with his character, or is he going to continue to play and do this high level? Because I think he won like 8 Super Bowls or 8 championships in 13 years, like some absurd number. Like he better than Brady. But like they do this thing where he's passing it down, and like he's brought Cameron Cade, who's who's Tyreek with his character. He's brought him here to see if he's that next guy, and is he worth taking his blood? Because obviously Isaiah White doesn't want to give it up. Like he to the point where they were going to fight to the death. And when I said they were alluding to little things, it was like that. Hey, like the trainer telling him to run, or like the Julia Fox saying, "Oh, he just wants to take your youth," or like certain things. Or no, I think Marlon Wayans said that. He's like, "Oh, I'll just yeah, hey, you get this right, I'll give you everything you wanted, or I'll take your youth." Like which they just blatantly come out and say in the middle of the movie, so ruin that. But man, it also too this thing with the owner where he groomed him from birth to be this guy, and he has this connection with his dad, where they don't address this at all. This is so they pulled this out their ass at the end of the movie, and they're like, oh, like yeah, we groomed you all this time. Like it's just this whole party scene that they have with the owners. Ridiculous, because why is this happening? And they got the dude, like it's like Tyreek Withers, like he doesn't believe what he's seeing because he sees the trainer's head on a platter and he never shows back up, so he's dead. And it's like it's just this weird world, and like really, how did we get here? Like, what is this owner cult of this team? Like, who is this board? Like, I get it, they're owners and coaches and whatever. But like, what is this board that they have? So it's just like, bro, it's so absurd. The fight that they have, cool, fine, whatever. This blood thing they have, fine. And then, man, I was so happy at the end of this movie where Tyreek Withers just killed everybody because this world is stupid. I wish the director was next on the list because it was so absurd, man. I just don't like, again, this is a fanboy of Jordan Peele, and there's no better way I say it. Like, I don't mean to disrespect Justin Timberlake in any kind of way, but come on, man. What was the point of this movie? Where did you want to go? Like, what was the plot? Like again, if you had stuck to the football stuff and got a little crazy, I would have been rolling with you. But the fact that we have these owners and this cult for no reason, this film thingy that that, oh my God, that Isaiah West has in this room, he's just looking at fans. Like, I guess he just wants to, he loves just being in the limelight and being that guy. And you get old, and I guess that means something because it's something that's hard to deal with when you're retiring and you've been like a real life Tom Brady, a real life Ronaldo, where you've been the man for all these years and you've aged out of it. Like, I understand that part, and like having some way to take somebody's youth so you can continue to do that because you'll never reach that high again. Like, I understand that part, but it's just executed so poorly. And also, too, like, what are they gonna say? Like, where did Isaiah White go? He retired. And we haven't seen him at all because now he's dead. Like, shouldn't be some media questions here. So I don't know, man. This movie is it's so all over the place. It's so hard. It's hard to review. It's hard to talk about, but that's him, man. That's him. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I was in this movie, like, oh my God. Like, it was just so ridiculous. Scott's gonna watch it tomorrow, so I can't hear what he wants to talk about. But I want to hear from you. You seen this movie? What do you think about it? Again, Marlon Wayans, Tyreek Withers, I do like them. I think they're good. I wish they were directed better. I wish this movie had a better script and a better plot and was just written better. And these football scenes are crazy, but again, it's just so all over the place and narratively, like it's hard to talk about. It's you just have to see it to believe it. That's how crazy this is. But it's your boy Flyknit J. It was kind of hard getting that out, but yeah, man, please follow the channel. Horror is coming up. There's a lot of horror movies, and I know One Battle After Another, which I have heard is really good. So we'll check that out. But it's a lot of horror stuff coming up, and that's what we do here. So the month of October is going to be great. We were talking Alien Earth. We did that. We talked The Long Walk. I actually just seen that yesterday as well because I had to cleanse my palate. That was really good. Scotty did a good review on that. But we got a ton of stuff coming for you. Gen V's out. So please like the video, hit that sub button. We are chasing that 1,000 subs. So we're working our way up there. Help us out if you can. We really appreciate it. Miley films at all places other than TikTok, which is Kuronocomics. So check it out there, especially if you're a comic fan. Scotty does great breakdowns over there and a lot of good stuff there. So do that, all that good stuff, man. Enjoy your weekend. We will catch you next time.